published in heaven. The global literary renaissance. What is the name of this damn place? True. Forgive me. True. I can't believe I'm in Indiana. There's such a place in Indiana. It's awesome. It's awesome. Not only is Larry Bird from here, and I played a lot of basketball games against Indiana players, and being a true-blooded, well, we're all mixed blood, but Kentuckian, I have the greatest respect for Indiana basketball players because they know the game, and unlike Kobe Bryant, my least favorite player in the NBA, don't call pussy fouls. And go Boston and Rajon Rondo from Kentucky. Yeah, I'm for the Celtics. And anybody wants to challenge me to anything, you know, I look like this skinny dude with this long beard and I'm over the hill and all that shit. Hey, I'm ready. Hey, go-go dancers, don't go too far because I've worn many young women out who thought they had the best of me and dared me and then went home to mama and daddy whimpering. So, I see y'all in a minute. Chicken shits. Okay. And on behalf of the Storm Generation, I welcome each and every one of you to this evening of music and fashion and spoken word and hip-hop and who knows what else. And where's my agent? Where are the lines of cocaine and the red wine and the food and the beautiful naked women? And I know you're not supposed to say that sort of thing in Indiana because there's probably narcs in this room and they can all kiss my ass right now. God bless them all. I'm just messing around. We've all been called here tonight at some deep level of consciousness. As I was called to the meeting of the Anna Mitchell Hedges Crystal Skull a few years ago, and if you've watched Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skulls, you've heard that mentioned. Well, this is the real deal. I was called there. 200 people from around the world, including my 102-year-old mentor who died this past year, like my dad, were called to this meeting in Indiana, this international meeting, to receive this message from the main of the 13 crystal skulls. And I was one, like my mentor, Marjorie, who died at 102, of the only half dozen people who went up at the end of the message we received from Atlantis. Just check out the crystal skulls. Check out the books. There are books out there. Tests have been done by the scientific community. Their basic message is that we're all here. Most of us are asleep. We're sleepwalking through this world. And the message was to do what you can, to wander the earth and do what you can to wake people up. To wake people up to the fact that fear cannot be our primary motivating force as it has been for centuries. Love is our moment-by-moment choice. And no matter what's going on, and we have moved into the storm. It's happening, man. It's happened. What's going on in the Gulf of Mexico? Look around the world. What's going on in Iceland? What's going on with the earthquakes in countries where earthquakes have never occurred around the world? We have entered the storm. And later with the go-go dancers, I'm going to read the Storm Generation, which I wrote after climbing the Viking Mountain in Iceland, which opens my new book, which will be out in a couple of months. But Iceland is an amazing place, and I lived there for a couple of years. After I met the Crystal Skull, I had the great honor, shortly thereafter, of meeting the Dalai Lama and writing a poem with him. And the chief of the Great Sioux Nation, the Great Sioux Nation. And if you think that life is a joke, listen to Bob Dylan, the greatest singer-songwriter, modern-day Homer. Listen to Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower, the greatest rock song of all time, whether his version or Jimi Hendrix's song. And that song is all about the Armageddon and the ending of time as we know it. And we are in that time, the time of the storm. And we are the storm generation. And, well, I've said enough. I'm going to end with this piece, which I'm going to share upstairs in a little bit with the go-go dancers, but it's all about what I've been talking about. And this is the second piece of my new book, which will be coming out in August. And I wrote it after solo climbing the Viking Mountain in Iceland. And, man, I can't believe I'm still alive. I'm sure some of you are thinking the same thing. But I can't believe I made it past 25. It's a miracle that any of us make it out of childhood. We have no idea how many near-death experiences that happened to us and we're not even aware of. But listen, the time has come, and I could go back to the MC5. Some of you may have heard of the MC5 out of Detroit. Detroit has produced so many amazing musicians like Kentucky, and Patti Smith was married to one of the members of the MC5. I've performed many times with John Sinclair, the manager, who John and Yoko got off the hook when he got busted for weed. And he moved to New Orleans, and now I think he's living in Amsterdam. But I wrote this piece, and it's titled The Storm Generation Manifesto. We tip our hats to the lost and the beat. We go our own way. We are the storm generation. We are the fucking storm. We are a new generation of artists. We are poets, writers, painters, sculptors, composers, musicians, singers, dancers, playwrights, filmmakers. We are creative expression. We blow away lies and injustice. We are graphic. We are honest. We tell it like it is. We are fierce. We are brutal. We are compassionate. We are gentle. We are kind. We have soft hearts. We are free. We are sex. We are spirit. We dwell in the realms of the creative imagination. We are the creative imagination. We know that the shortest distance between 2 points is creative distance. We pay attention to the long-forgotten wisdom voices of the forest. We vanquish the overtly materialistic greedy who intentionally destroy mountains. We honor mountains and oceans and eagles and wolves. We cherish Mother Earth and all her terrible beauty. We are non-violent spiritual warriors. We are lightning. We are thunder. We are song poems. We are fearless, visionary poets. We have wolf eyes. We have wolf eyes. We are more than the eye of the storm. We are more storm. We are the fucking storm. We refuse. We will not bow down. We will never give up. We are God's open nerve. We are God's open nerve. We are the storm generation. We are the storm. The storm. Thank y'all. Maybe see you up later. Upstairs later. Thank you.
Put that light on the music stand over here. Your arms look like they're finally getting tired.
Yeah.
Too late now.
Well, it's okay.